Good morning. I'm just having some of the lemon drizzle cake and it is lovely. I was so hungry because I had a blood test this morning, but they didn't tell me if it was a fasting one or not. I don't think it was because they would have mentioned it, but then the receptionist got a bit confused at the time of putting the date in. So I just said, oh, don't worry about it, I just won't eat for 12 hours beforehand. It just means not having breakfast. But the present me today was cursing the past me for that decision. Anyway, I've been out and done the shopping. I usually do all my meal planning for the week on a Sunday, but obviously I didn't get back until late yesterday and I had no energy left, so I did it this morning. I don't always do it. Sometimes I can't be bothered. Sometimes we just have weeks where we play it by ear. I want to get ahead this week. So that's all done. I've been to the shops. I'm going to do some emails now. I'm well behind on my Little Drops of Wonderful emails. I'm very aware. If you're waiting for a response from me, I'm very sorry. Now that my knitting and crochet podcast is up, and that's all done and dusted, I've got a bit of time. So I'm going to do that today. This is going to be my first cup of tea of the day. I'm so looking forward to it, but it's a bit hot. I've been looking at the comments on the day 7 vlog, and they're so good because I said there's a giveaway for your paper quest, which I spoke about on day 7, and I said to everybody, if you want to be entered into the giveaway, then tell me your favourite read of the year so far. And I didn't anticipate the problem that would cause, because now I'm going to have to get myself a spreadsheet open and the comments open on a dual screen and write down all the books that everyone's saying that I haven't read. Because there are so many good suggestions now, I want to read them all. So thank you to everyone that's entering that giveaway. I will draw the winner on the 14th. I had a question about what I do for work. Someone asked me what I do for only 1 day a week in the museum where I work. I'm not only there 1 day a week, I work 2 days a week. I'm part-time, and sometimes I work Saturdays as well. And I do admin. So I am responsible we run a learning programme for school groups and other groups. I'm responsible for organising that, so not the actual programme. My lovely colleagues deliver the programme. I'm responsible for booking all of the dates and the school groups in, and liaising with them and making sure they've got all the information they need and answering any queries and dealing with problems and so on. And that's one half of my job, and then the other half of my job is I do all the social media for the museum as well. And that is because before the pandemic I did school group and I do other admin as well. And then when the museum closed during the pandemic, I picked up all the social media, and then when the museum reopened, it stayed. So now I just do both. So I really love it. I absolutely love my job. I love the people I work with. I love the place where I work, and it's really, really nice. But I do that twice a week, and sometimes I do Saturdays because we open on Saturdays and we need people to open up the museum. And it's a completely different sort of experience of working on a Saturday. It's really nice. The other question I had was, someone was curious about what my issue with sheets is when I travel. So I mention it quite a lot. I realise it's a weird thing, but it's one of my things. I cannot have sheets or any kind of bedding or really any kind of fabric that I touch that is knobbly, that has I think it's called flocculation is the word, you know, where you get bubbles on sheets. I can't even think about it. It's a proper, I don't know if it's a phobia or what it is, but I cannot abide it. Do you know how people don't like the sound of nails on blackboards? Or my mum's like it about nylon tights. Sorry, that's my laptop beeping. That's my thing, and quite often sheets don't come up to muster when I'm away, so I always bring my own. Usually hotels are okay because they have really nice crisp sheets, but I found in more recent times that's not always the case, so I always have spares with me. My favourite type of sheets are So I had to keep cutting out coughing. I've still got this really tickly cough. My favourite types of sheets are cotton cacao. I find they're really, really smooth and cool feeling. I prefer smooth and crisp over soft. I also discovered when we went to Spain that I'm okay with linen sheets, so I might investigate that. That didn't bother me at all, even though they're not exactly smooth. So I hope that answers your question. I think that's everything I've got written down. I'm gonna have my cup of tea. I'm gonna do my emails. Oh! Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So I popped out, when I was out earlier, I popped to my P.O. box to see if there was anything there, and there was a little parcel. And I forgot about this. Lovely viewer, I haven't actually asked if I could say your name, so I won't, just in case, is in Canada. And she contacted me to say that she had this lovely book that she was finished with, and would I like it? And I said, yes. What's this inside? Oh, okay. So she finished with this book and she said it's really beautiful. It's a story, and within the story there are knitting patterns, and she would be willing to pass it on to me. So I said yes, and the book is Story Maker, an illustrated book of knitting, fibre and fable by Alexis Hoy. I mean, look at that cover. And it says, when her isolated mountain home is threatened, Rowan must undertake a perilous journey to save her family. She knits her way to Ulana, a forgotten land where a destructive force has stifled all powers of making for centuries. There she meets the story maker and Raza, the apprentice, who help Rowan to uncover the miraculous scope of her making abilities. But her presence has upset Ulana's tenuous peace. If she has any hope of saving her family, she and her new allies will have to mend the damage, or perhaps unravel and remake the nation entirely. And it says, a hand-spun yarn about the intangible elements of making tangible things. The book includes 12 original knitting patterns inspired by the story. How fun does that sound? Oh, it's got beautiful illustrations as well. There's a map! There's a map of Ulana. There's a map, everybody. We love a book with a map. Oh, I'm gonna so look forward to experiencing this. Oh, how pretty. And there's a little thing in here that she's tucked in from the author. She's got a little illustrated card. And this is the details if you want to go and look up the author. So thank you so much. And she also popped in a couple of other little things. I've had these before and they are lovely. I'm going to put these in my car. Maple syrup candies. They're just literally pure maple syrup and they are gorgeous. I'm going to have one of those after I finish my tea. And then there's this gorgeous little pin of a Highland coo in a knitted jumper, cozying up with a mug of tea. I'm going to tell you more about this in a second because she's written a note. I mean, Les Garçons is the name of the maker. And it says, I enclose a pin I've been saving for you. Les Garçons are Maxime and Vincent, a very talented couple in Montreal. I don't know if you have seen their YouTube channel or their website, but they own a wool shop where they sell yarn, including the Dyed by Dells line that Vincent dyes, and knitting patterns at Max Designs. Their very popular clubs and boxes sell out in a matter of hours once they're posted to their web shop. Max is also a children's book author and illustrator. You can see his style in this Highland coo pin. He designed it after they took a trip to Scotland and were completely charmed by these magnificent beasties. So I thought you could add this one to your pin collection, or more precisely to your sub-collection of Highland coo pins. Also added a few maple candies to round out this Canadian themed token of appreciation. Oh, that is so kind. What a lovely, it feels like a really lovely little autumnal parcel as well. And look at, I thought that was a William Morris to begin with, but it's not. This is an illustration by John Gershman. Isn't that lovely? So there's that, and the little maple candies, and a little cosy Highland cue, and the beautiful book. Doesn't that feel like such a beautifully autumnal gift? Thank you. It's lunchtime. I've lost the last couple of hours. I've just had my head down doing emails and I'm still not finished. I've only got a few more to do though. And I've managed to really catch up. There's quite a few emails that I had kind of missed. I'm sure there's probably even more that's got missed in my junk folder and things, so that I've just kind of thought I'm going to have to leave those down. It's been like one of them was a lovely email, but it was like January 2022. It's Dan getting his lunch.
Hi, bye.
So I thought I'm just going to leave that because it's been so long. But I really appreciated reading them again. But I didn't want to sort of not reply to the emails I needed to catch up on by going so far back. But I'm caught up now other than a few, so that's really, really good. I'm going to have my lunch. I've got leftover pasta bake from the other night and some salad left over from dinner yesterday when we had tacos. So that'll be nice and filling and healthy. And I'm going to keep going with my emails. So I'd film here just for change of scene, otherwise I'd just be back where I've been talking to you all day. I've just put the oven on. It's quite early, it's about 4:45, but Phoebe's just got back from school because she went to her school football club and really enjoyed it. So she's having like a nice big snack because then she's going to try another football training thing, which she's really looking forward to. It's really nice that she loves football so much. So she didn't want to eat a big dinner before she goes. So she's going to have something when she gets back, but she's having like a nice big snack now. So I'm going to do dinner for myself and Lilia and Dan, because quite frankly, I am really hungry. I don't know what's going to me. I just seem to get hungry really quickly lately. And Lilia's hungry too. And Dan can then eat because he'll be running her there and staying and bringing her back. So at least then he won't be hungry while he's out. And I can have a bath and not worry about cooking anything else for the rest of the evening. I was just sorting some stuff out in the bathroom, and I am very lucky that I get sent some lovely handmade gifts. And I've got a little selection here of some cloths that I've had. They need a wash because they've been tucked away. I've got this little drawer that's mine, a little plastic drawer in the bathroom with my bath bombs and my razor and things that I use for when I have a bath. And I've got my little washcloths in there as well, but I never ever use them. And I didn't want them just sitting there doing nothing. They're made of cotton, so I'm going to use them in the kitchen. I've got a couple of cotton handmade dishcloths and they do better than my shop bought dishcloths. So I'm going to wash these and then add them to my stash of dishcloths in the kitchen. This is the other one, it's beautiful. Look at that. Really nice, and they're so nice to use, and it's just lovely using handmade things to do everyday tasks, isn't it? Lovely. And I've just found a load more of my little handmade, not by me, I think these might have been Cherie, I think, at Ollie and Bella, but I can't quite remember, little cotton makeup wipes. So they were tucked in my little drawer as well, and I've got these little yellow ones, possibly my friend Lily made these. So I'm going to give these a wash as well so I can put them into my reusable makeup wipe stash next to my bed. So I've had a day of doing little things like that, little sorting out things. It feels quite good. And I've got a little pile of stuff that I need to deal with now, so I think tomorrow I'm going to have a go out and run errands day. Like I've got to take some packaging to certain recycling points and drop some stuff off at the food bank and do an Amazon return, and yeah, I might do that tomorrow, have a bit of a running around day. Better this way round, aren't I? So I've just, we had a tiny bit of kale left. I have it on my pizza. We give it to the chickens as well. So I've just covered it in the smallest amount of olive oil. Just really rubbed it in. I took out all the tough stalky bits and I've just sprinkled it with salt, and it will take about maybe 4 minutes in the hot oven, which I'll do while I'm serving up. Lilia loves crispy kale. We all love crispy kale. So I'm just going to do that as a little side. We've also got some green beans. I've picked up some asparagus tips today because they were on offer in Lidl's. And I've just done a really cheaty thing with the salmon when I'm in a hurry and I can't be bothered. Just a little line of sweet chilli sauce on top of each of the salmon. Lovely. Really looking forward to dinner. I'm hungry. Just trying to get it out the window. Maybe we've got to crack the window a bit. The world's best presentation.
As long as it tastes good, what does it matter? Oh, no. Asparagus.
Crispy kale. I'm started to rust the leaf. That's why I'm trying to film. You finished?
Not quite. Alexa, add rocket lollies.
So my bath is running. Dan and Phoebe are just getting ready to go for this football thing, which she's really looking forward to. Lilia's going to have a shower, and then I'm going to have an early night with my book, a hot milk. Actually, I might get stuck into this little story maker book and have a little look at what it's all about. And I'm going to have a hot milk and a biscuit. And I will see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. And yeah, can you believe that it is whatever day it is, day 9 of Vlogtober already? It seems to be going really quickly. Oh, do we have a visitor? We've got a cat. I'm going to let her in as well. See you tomorrow.